Thanks for watching instructional videos from Law Office Cloud, the Law Office resource for solutions on the Microsoft Cloud. My name is Joe Schmilars. For starters, we'll find the particular remote desktop connectivity software. And I wanted to point out there's two pieces of software that are built into my computer right now. The first one is the classic remote desktop connection software that's been available from as early as Microsoft XP days, which, by the way, Microsoft XP is now retired, so you should look to upgrade your PC operating systems for security purposes as quickly as possible. This remote desktop software is Microsoft's newest software for remote desktop connectivity and is designed to work on tablets and smartphones that don't operate with a keyboard and mouse. The reason being is that the tiles on here are larger and better suited to be touched by fingers rather than clicked on by a mouse pointer. One of its drawbacks is that it does not have support for multiple monitors, and because I do use multiple monitors, I'm going to choose remote desktop connection software today. This is the classic interface with remote desktop connection software that is available on Windows PCs and normally doesn't need to be loaded or downloaded at a later time unless you're looking to update the particular software. Before saving this particular configuration, click Show Options and look at your options on the different tabs here. In general, this is your computer name. It's either going to be a host name or mail.lawofficeclouds.com or remote.lawofficeclouds.com or a particular IP address. And because we're operating within our environment with a VPN connectivity, we're going to choose a local IP address. Here I'm going to look at to make sure the settings are set on full screen. If you don't plan to use your remote desktop connectivity in full screen, then you can lower that particular setting. I prefer it in full screen. You do have some functionality to resize the window after with the built-in Windows functionality, but if you know that you're not going to use it in full screen, you may want to lower that particular settings. This is a setting I find important. As I said, the reason we use this particular software is because it uses all my monitors, including a secondary monitor or even a third monitor. So this checkbox has to be checked if you do want to use multiple monitors for your remote session. Local resources. This tells you whether sound should be reproduced here at your local PC so you can hear it or on the remote desktop connection. You have a choice of either one. Here are local devices and resources that will automatically be connected when you connect via remote desktop connectivity. Printers and clipboard are automatically selected. If the server that you have has a driver for your particular printer, then you'll be able to print immediately from remote desktop connection to your local printer. The clipboard allows you to copy and paste text between your remote session desktop and your local desktop. Other settings here include drives, which can be selected to allow you to transfer files back and forth from your cloud desktop to your local desktop. But for security purposes, many times this is disabled as an option so that no data resides actually on the remote computer in case that remote computer is lost. The next tab is Programs, and this is a good place to check if you have a particular program that you run each and every time you log into your remote desktop connection. What it will do is it will start that program automatically when you log in. You simply type the path name, meaning the folder that it's located in, and the particular file name of the executable. For instance, if it's Time Matters case management software, you would type the folder for the executable, which I believe is tmw.exe, and then you would find that executable and you would put that name, that executable right here in this particular area. Experience is something you probably do not need to touch so much, but if you do have a particularly slow connection to the internet, you may want to select some of the lower speeds. Basically what that does is some of the built-in graphics that aren't necessary for the particular applications are left behind. For instance, this graphic, if I selected one of these lower speeds, would not appear. we click Advanced, you're going to see some server authentication issues. If it's a non-commercial security certificate that is loaded on that remote server, you may get security warnings. But if you know it's a safe server, you can click Connect and Don't Warn Me. At this point, we're going to click Save As. On my desktop to save it in a convenient location. Right, Law Office Cloud Desktop Example. And I'll close out this window. Go to Law Office Cloud Desktop Example. Double click it to make sure that everything is working okay and that I can log onto my desktop. At that point, I'm ready to go and don't have to enter the information anymore on this particular device. Thanks for watching instructional videos from Law Office Cloud, the Law Office resource for solutions on the Microsoft Cloud. My name is Joe Schmielars.